Hey guys, I'm Svenja, one part of Team Ninja, and today we're going to show you how to make a vegan lentil loaf, a red lentil loaf, which is one of our favorite Christmas recipes. It's also gluten-free, nut-free and soy-free. And the first thing we have to do is to preheat our oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 360 degrees Fahrenheit, and to wash 200 grams of red lentils very thoroughly, that we're then going to boil for about 4 minutes in salted water. Now we need to prepare our vegetables that are adding a lot of flavor into our lentil loaf. We're using 2 carrots, 1 onion, 2 cloves of garlic and about 250 grams of brown button mushrooms. We're chopping everything up and we're going to saute everything in about 3 tablespoons of oil on medium-high heat. Our vegetables are nicely sauteed and the next step is to mix everything together. We're going to add our sauteed vegetables, our cooked red lentils. To spice things up, we're going to add a few sprigs of rosemary, fresh rosemary chopped very finely. We are also adding 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika and 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika powder. We're using 2 teaspoons of smoky salt. You can use regular salt, but we like to use our smoky salt because it just adds another layer of flavor. We're also adding 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. To bind everything together, we're using 1/2 cup oat flour and 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed. Smells so good, I want to eat it right now. But we're going to bake it anyways. So we've lined our baking dish with some parchment paper. And now we're going to transfer everything in there and bake it for about 50 minutes in total. But we're going to glaze our lentil loaf after around 30 minutes. We've cleared our working space and now we can move on. So traditionally you would use a ketchup glaze on top of a meatloaf. We're going to change things up by making our own ketchup with orange juice, orange zest, some agave nectar and tomato paste. This is super simple. So we're adding a little bit of orange zest here. And now we're going to prep the juice of 1 orange in this bowl. Now we're adding 100 grams of tomato paste and 10 grams of agave nectar. Pinch of salt. This is our version of a quick and healthier version of a tomato ketchup. We really taste the orange juice and orange flavor from the zest. We've got this little bit acidity from the orange juice We have the very powerful tomato flavor from the tomato paste. And yeah, we rounded everything up with a pinch of salt. Our lentil loaf has now baked for 30 minutes and we're going to add our homemade tomato ketchup glaze. Now we're going to bake it ready for another 20 minutes. And here we have it, our red lentil loaf with our homemade orange ketchup glaze. We're going to let it cool for 10 to 15 minutes before we serve it. If you like this recipe, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified every Tuesday when we upload a new video. See you next week.